I'm going to stand firm by my point that relationships are extremely overrated, especially in this day and age in our society. Look, many of us have been through the same process or experiences where you end up in a long-term relationship with your high school sweetheart, right? Could have been your first relationship, could be your first long-term relationship. But all of us have been through the same thing. You end up together, you think, wow, this is it. My life is set. You got your amazing girlfriend, your Disney script is playing itself out. And before you know it, you're not together anymore, right? This is perfectly normal for young men, young women to experience. However, as we grow older, as we begin to learn the truth about life and our reality, as we begin to learn the truth about ourselves as people and individuals, a lot of things come to the surface. And one of those things for me personally is the over-reliance and overrating of relationships in our society. Look, I'm all for marriage. I'm all for relationships. But I have made a pact to myself that I will not make the active search for a relationship unless I'm looking to settle down, start a family, perhaps have children, all that kind of stuff, right? And so for me, relationships, to be quite honest, they're a complete waste of time. I don't mind relationships where I'm perhaps friends with a girl. We spend a lot of time together. We go for food. We cook together. We chill together. We talk together. We might be in business together. Whatever the case may be. However, pursuing a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship, no way. And with the prevalence of social media, I'm just like, nah, I do not need this. In fact, I'm a man going on my own way. I am taking the time to focus on myself, my life, build my character as an individual, build my reputation, my career. I'm just basically focused on myself. And I'm the type of man who, if I end up in a relationship, I am willing to give my partner a lot of my time, a lot of myself, a lot of my heart, right? So what I'm basically saying is that I'm scared of getting heartbroken because of how much I would give my heart away, if that makes sense. But that also indicates to me how serious of a man I am now and how much I've grown. Because if I was 18 years old, for example, and I was considering a relationship, I would just dive straight into one without thinking twice because I just want to experience it, right? I just want to do it. However, now that I've had the chance to experience what relationships are all about, getting to know myself during that process as well, I realize now that actually I'm quite a serious guy. And yeah, if I end up in a relationship, it's going to be serious. It's going to be long term. And I do not want that for myself right now. Okay. Don't want children yet. Don't want a family yet. So right now, I don't want a relationship yet. But what's interesting about our society today is that relationships are portrayed to be some kind of must, right? It's a duty, like a will. Like if you don't end up in a relationship by 25, you will be X'd away from society or you will be disregarded. You will never have anybody ever again in your life. Look, I'll be honest. A lot of times I see people getting into relationships and the reason they do so is for security, right? A lot of people have personal issues these days, personal issues and problems that they don't want to deal with. And so they find ways to escape or run away from those problems, right? And one of the ways they do this is by getting into relationships, because you have to understand, once you are in a relationship or when you are in a relationship, it's easy to just forget about everything else and be focused on the relationship in the present moment and nothing else. So really, if you are considering a relationship, perhaps you've never been in a relationship, perhaps you've being in one and you're considering another one, ask yourself, why do you want to be in that relationship? Because let's not forget, the true essence of a relationship between a man and a woman, or a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or a husband and a wife, is the continuation of life through acts like procreation, right? So I've told myself that I don't want a relationship right now because I'm not looking to procreate. I'm not looking for a family yet. I'm not looking to commit to a wife for the rest of my life yet. I'm not looking for miniature versions of myself running around the house, right? Still trying to look after myself. So until I'm ready for all of that, I don't think I'll consider another relationship, unless, of course, the circumstances change. I change my mind. Perhaps I meet an absolute stunning woman who just takes me by surprise, but hasn't happened yet. So, but what I'm trying to say, or the message I'm trying to get across, is I've told myself that unless I want something serious, I'm not going to bother with a relationship. Otherwise, it's just a waste of my time I could have been using to do other productive things for myself as an individual, right? I could have been getting rich. All that time I wasted in a relationship. So if you are considering a relationship, perhaps you're thinking about one, maybe you're talking to a girl and you two want to get together, man. Maybe she's on your case. Maybe you're the one on her case. Ask yourself, why do you want to get into that relationship? Okay. Do you truly love each other? Do you truly want to be together? Or are you just chasing sex? Are you just together because you give each other security in this crazy world we live in? Do your pictures look good on Instagram? Are you trying to get over an ex? Whatever the question may be, but be honest with yourself, right? Really, really take the time to think and dig deep and ask yourself, do I want a relationship? And if so, why? Because in my eyes, they're just so overrated. It's all about time for me. Guys, time is money. And I don't have a lot of time to waste. So, like I said, when I'm ready, yeah. But for the time being, waste of time.